Hello and welcome to your first video of vocal practices. You have done your breathing exercises, you have set your intention for the day, and now you get to make some noise. This video is getting you started with some gentle warm-ups, and I'll be guiding you through three exercises you can use that take you from 0 to a little bit, getting you ready to really sing and lean into your voice a little bit more. We'll begin with some humming, gentle humming, and then some feel-good sighs, and then we'll end this video with some lip trills. Now, with all of these exercises, I invite you to be in a comfortable position where you feel your posture is most relaxed and supported. So oftentimes people find that sitting kind of at the edge of a seat with their feet flat on the ground, maybe 1.5 or 2 feet apart, is most comfortable for these warm-up exercises. I've also found that moving around during my warm-ups can feel really good. So sometimes I'll walk slowly around the living room, or I'll do some of my stretches while I'm making noise. So you get to kind of explore here and find what works for you. So go ahead and find your position, however you would like to be today. And we'll begin with a nice deep inhale and exhale. And inhale. And we're just going to let out a nice, easeful sigh, nice, easeful hum like that with our lips closed. In. Notice we're beginning in the upper part of our middle range and we're working our way downward. So we never want to start too high or too low. We want it to be pretty relaxed and easeful. You can also stay on the same pitch and play with the dynamics, getting louder or softer. You can even do a little bit more of a dog pant or dog whine. And explore those sounds. If you want to explore those sounds a little bit, you can hit pause and do that now. But if you're ready to move on, then we'll start to open up to our feel-good sighs. So our feel-good sighs, we're going to start with our lips open on a neutral vowel like ah or or o. And we're going to begin in a comfortable part of our voice, our range, and work our way downward. So that feels good in my body, but you might want to start higher or lower. Find what feels good for you. As we do this, we open our mouth in almost a yawning shape, letting the soft palate be raised and the tongue be a little bit more relaxed. You'll notice my jaw is quite open, but I'm not holding it or tensing up here. I'm letting it feel relaxed. Explore your edges. Now we go a little bit higher and a little bit lower. And you'll notice where your voice kind of tops out and it kind of bottoms out. And that's fine. We're just playing around here. These are getting into a little bit more of siren sighs out of the feel-good sighs, right? So feel-good sighs are really exploring how it feels in your body. You can even close your eyes. Oh, oh. The siren sighs start to extend our range a little bit more into the upper part of our voice, kind of like a siren on an ambulance or something. And we go back down, looping around, always letting the sound fall forward, never swallowing it in the back of our mouth. And what I mean by that is that we want to feel the resonance more in the front of our face, behind our nose, maybe behind our teeth a little bit. We don't want to feel it so much in the back of our mouth. We want the sound to go out because we want it to be heard. Following forward. So you can play around with that a little bit if you want to hit pause here, or again, we can continue on to our lip trills. Now, if you're watching this video, we've probably done this exercise in our one-on-one sessions, but just to recap, lip trills are kind of like the sound that a horse makes. We press our lips together a little firmly in the middle, but then we allow them to be soft around the edges, and our aim is to keep a steady stream of air going. So play with that. Let's try that a few times. You might feel it tickle a little bit on your upper lip. You might be spitting everywhere. That happens. Maybe try not to be right next to somebody else when you're doing this. And then we start to add in the vocals. So I'm adding in a hum to my lip trill. And my goal, again, is to see how well I can keep the air flowing to keep my lips buzzing. Right? So this one takes practice. It took me a long time to get this one down. And I've worked with people who they've literally, one person I worked with, she practiced this for 3 years and then she finally got it. So if you're not getting it yet, don't worry, keep at it. You will get it eventually. And in the meantime, there are other options. So if you don't quite have this today, but you really want to get the benefits of this exercise, our other option is rolling the tongue in kind of an R shape. Or if that's not accessible for you today, even just going back to our hum, our light hum, totally fine. So I'm going to stick with the lip trills, and I'm actually going to give you some pitches on the piano that we'll sing along with, or that we'll trill along with, rather. So we'll start up here, and we're just going to buzz down, and we'll repeat that a few times. Now I want to pause and point out that in between, I'm not gasping for air. I actually don't need as much air as I might think I do, right? So I'm letting that breath be gentle and natural and letting my lungs and my muscles reset the way they want to without gasping for air in between. So if you're finding you're getting a little lightheaded or you're gasping or you feel almost too full of air, let it all out. Give yourself, your body a chance to reset. Maybe shift a little in your seat. Maybe do a little square breath. Our in, hold, out, hold, and then come back into it. Stop right there. You might be able to go lower, but as we're warming up, we don't need to warm up those lower parts of our voice. Usually, depending on what we're singing, we might go a little bit lower, but for today, we're going to stay right in that range. So now we're going to change it up again. So we're going to go back up a little bit higher in our range, and we're going to do some. if you're singing solfege or interested in the scale numbers, that's 1, 3, 5, 3, 1, or do, mi, so, mi, do in solfege. You can move a little. Now you might find that as you're going down the scale or down your range, it might feel a little more challenging as you get to the bottom. You might have to adjust your airflow, and that is normal. So you'll start to get a sense of how much air you need and how much pressure. It's actually more about the air pressure you need as you go into a different part of your voice. If you want, you can pause here and play with the lip trills, or you could even rewind back to earlier in this video and repeat the exercises. This set of exercises is a great foundation to use in your daily ritual for singing, your daily routine. So if you don't have time to do anything else, this one is a great one to go to, because it also is addressing some of the physical needs that your body has. So when we do these particular exercises, they're very much related to the breathing exercises we do that actually tone our vagus nerve. So we're addressing our nervous system, we're helping it to get into that rest and digest mode instead of that fight, flight, or freeze or fawn mode. So this one is a great one you can do even when you're not planning on singing. You can start your day with these exercises. Let me know how it goes by sending me a message or dropping me a text, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your singing ritual.